Hello everyone! Escoffier released a few days ago in Genshin Impact and I decided to pull and build her in a day. Here's what happened. First things first, the pulls. I decided to test my luck on the nail above Dragonspine. I started with 8 leftover PT from the Varessa banner, with the goal of pulling at least 1 Ifa and of course 1 Escoffier. I was on 50-50 and also didn't mind pulling any of the other 4 stars.
Let's go!
With great pulls overall and a successful 50-50, it was time to do her trial. Escoffier's kit is fairly simple to understand. Tapping her elemental skill summons her cooking mech for 20 seconds, dealing cryo damage. Then, the mech will remain with the active character for the remainder of its duration and fire cryo projectiles at enemies. Her ultimate is also quite straightforward. It deals AoE cryo damage and heals the whole party. Both the damage and healing portions of her kit scales with attack. With Escoffier at level 40, it was time to find the new boss for her materials. As it turns out, it is on an island southwest of Natlan. And in true Natlanese fashion, rather than finding out how to get there, I embarked on a journey. Let's take this opportunity to discuss Escoffier's talents. Her first Ascension passive is nothing too crazy, just a bit of extra healing after using her Elemental Burst. Her other Ascension passive, however, is incredible and is a core part of her kit. She provides 55% Hydro and Cryo resistance shred with basically permanent uptime as long as her team is composed exclusively of these two elements. For instance, this is more resistance shred than the Viridescent Venerer set for Anemo units. She is obviously best in slot in freeze teams, but with her kit being so complete, maybe she'll have a role in other teams as well. And now, time to farm. At level 70, I moved on to collect the fontaine materials needed to continue. But before that, it's snack time. If you hold Escoffier's elemental skill, her mech will be placed next to her and stay in place. Hitting the mech with elemental attacks will eventually give you plenty of food items. Up to 10 dishes per week can be made this way, and the counter resets every Monday on weekly reset.
Yeah, boy.
With our pockets full of snacks, I gave Escoffier my primordial jade winged spear, leveled her talents, focusing on her elemental skill, and set out to gather Beryl Conches. And out of nowhere, and because it took me way too long to figure out, here's our daily Genshin trivia question. Which character mark fontaine-specific materials on the minimap? Turns out, Fontaine is the only region without a 4-star character that can mark local specialties. There are 2 5-star characters that can, Lini and Chlorind. So with my Chlorind in tow, it was finally time to go underwater. At level 80, and with the plan to get the rest of the materials through Escoffier's story quest, I decided to take a detour to the Spiral Abyss. It is at this point that I realized that I didn't really have a great team for her. For maximum effect, Neuvillette's passive requires 3 unique elemental reactions, while Escoffier's passive wants only Hydro and Cryo characters in your team. And while the team I used managed to clear floor 12 with 9 stars, it felt bad to run a clunky duo. I had to go back to the drawing board. While figuring things out, I thought I might as well do Escoffier's story quest. Because I don't want to spoil it for you guys, I'll just say it is enjoyable and features an interesting math-type minigame. With the materials from the quest and after a few more visits to the boss, my goal was complete. Max level Escoffier. I upgraded her elemental skill to level 9 for good measure and started planning for my next Abyss visit. Remember him? Could an underused Kea be the key to success? Filled with determination, I leveled his skills, gave him my Skyward Blade and a Maréchaussée Hunter set, then stepped into the arena. If you want to see the full Abyss run, first halves included, feel free to check out my Spiral Abyss video. Also, keep in mind that the second half has a 75% cryo skill damage bonus.
Let's go!
Overall, Escoffier seems like a great character, and I'll make sure to revisit her team archetype once new Cryo or Hydro carries get released. Piling up damage, healing, resistance shred and elemental application in one kit is a surefire way to shake the meta. Thank you for watching the video. It was my first time trying this type of format and I had a lot of fun doing it. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.